Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile Breach League Hardcore. We have just completed the annihilation of Malachi in Act 4. So now we should be in a very comfortable position to continue in Act 1. So let's get everything set up. I went on offline and I did a little bit of leveling, so we are now sitting at level 43. We are getting closer to this mana regen node, which I really do want to take, and then afterwards we can pick up this life wheel over here. After that, we have to think about damage, and in order to do that, we probably look at picking up these armor nodes and then this jewel socket. We put Lionized Falls right here, and then we take this cluster of damage nodes, as well as this half cluster right here. This half cluster actually gives us a bit of stun duration, as well as a tiny reduced enemy stun threshold node. Not too sure if this one is reached by the jewel here, but I know these nodes we can obtain right here. We're not gonna get the block nodes because with a bow you can't actually block, so that's not very worth it. But yeah, we're going strong with the siege ballistas. Only has 596 DPS, but that seems to be enough for now. And we're also rolling the frenzy charges. So we got the frenzy going. I think once we get more slots and more jewel sockets, we want to roll frenzy with like chain or something, as well as probably power charge on crit. And that way we can maintain power charges as well as frenzy charges, just so that we have something to do while while the totems are attacking. As you can see, there is a 4-socket or 4-linked chest right here, all with red sockets. So I put on cast on damage taken with immortal call and increased duration. So that's the standard defensive setup for physical damage mitigation, right? And that's sort of our setup going forward. In the future, I might get... No, I probably won't. I was going to say I might get rid of Immortal Call, since we're going to be aiming for a heavy armor build. And when you're going heavy armor, it's like, is there any point in doing, physical immunity? But there's still a point. Like, you could die to physical one-shots, so you still want the Immortal Call to be there. But yeah, besides that, I mean... Typically, Act 1 Cruel is actually easier than Act 4 Normal. So we should be sort of cruising through these areas. Not necessarily very quickly, but at the very least, we should be able to get through it without too much danger on our own side. That's the hope. And it does look, it does seem pretty easy so far. I don't think we're having too much trouble, which is good. I think the real challenge is gonna come from maybe we actually have to go down and do the mercy mission. The real challenge is probably gonna come from Act 2 onwards, maybe. I really think Act 1 will be fine. I'm happy that we're still in a position where we can easily clear breaches. But I suspect that the cruel breaches will be a lot harder to do now. Like maybe more stuff spawns or more bosses. Oh my god, there are 3 clash stands. That's amazing. Is there anything else? Well, I guess that's it. That wasn't bad. It's pretty good. A lot of stuff leveled up. Okay. That's the nice thing about the breaches, man. So much quantity. Eagle hold. Ah, it's a crappy breach ring. Now we should start thinking about picking up a utility flask. Probably a granite. Last time in the league, we actually didn't get a granite until we got into late maps. In a way, it's kind of hilarious that it took so long for us to get a granite flask. Like, it just never dropped. Hopefully, Hopefully we'll get it faster this time around. Or earlier. I mean, flasks are one of those things where I'm just like, I am not gonna go online to buy it, you know? It's gonna drop eventually. You just have to wait it out. The topaz is nice. Not as useful though. Oh my god. Hailrake got prophesied up. Ow. Now you might be wondering when we should, and I'm wondering too actually, when I should go pick up my Ascendancy. We are level, what, 42? The Ascendancy is like level 38 or something like that. Probably when we finish Act 1 normal, we'll go get our normal Ascendancy. That's probably the plan. Let's take a Stim Knight. Yeah. Probably not going to use it, but let's keep it, just in case.
Be careful.
In terms of items, the next thing I really want, probably movement speed boots. And we're gonna have to upgrade our quiver soon as well. Oh, these gloves are actually okay. It's not armor based, it's evasion, but it gives damage. It gives a lot more life. We lose resistances. That kind of sucks. Do I have enough resistance? We go down to 71 cold resistance, but these gloves are really good. I think I'm gonna switch over. I lose rally and cry, which kind of sucks. I keep hatred. That's fine.
Hello.
And let's get rid of this. Essence goes here. And alright. Alright, good. Let's pick up the rest of the items right here. We lost hatred. Okay, let's sell this as well, and then we'll move on. We can probably get through Act 1 pretty quick. Not sure if I can get through it in one single episode, but should be relatively quick. But yeah, like I said, once we finish Act 1 normal, or sorry, Act 1 cruel, we'll go pick up our Ascendancy. We still have to do the trials and everything, but it shouldn't take too long, I hope. There is a breach here. Here's a hand. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Is there another class stand maybe? Oh, here two more. Here's another. Wow, we can actually clear a lot of stuff in the breach. Oh, there it is. It's closing. Not bad. Get some more splinters. I hear that the breach boss is really tough. I'm kind of scared. I was watching Ziggy D yesterday, or yesterday night, since he's across the world. I was watching at night, and he died like he used up all the portals in the breach zone. Kept dying. That seems really scary. And he was playing like a Flame Blast Totem. I think it was pretty defensive too. Like, I don't know. Kind of worries me. Like, how much defenses do you need to fight a Breach Lord, you know? Oh god, Road Exile. No.
Storms descend on us from the north.
Misclick.
Unnatural tempests of rage and hatred, lashing our backs, tearing at our houses.
Oh, what's happening? Why is there another one?
Shot with shadow.
You'll defeat the warbands. Oh, it was a
Sickens our livestock.
prophecy.
The wind carries with it a restless spirit that breeds melancholy and madness. A spirit that creeps through our dreams,
Okay.
weaves tales of misdeed around our resting minds. We try not to listen. We try to remember ourselves. Some of us forget. Brothers.
Damn it. He's so tanky.
Die. Calm punishes those that quarrel, steal, and murder. Yet still the nightmares goad us into malefaction.
Okay, we're getting there.
Card we
One
Got him.
like you roams the land,
sleep.
but they are just the first of many.
This is not what the elders told us.
Hopefully the quiver's good. It is not good. Okay. Well, continuing on. Oh, fuck! Okay, I accidentally leveled my increased duration, but I think it's fine. Because this increased duration is level 40 and my cast when damage taken is level 42. So the idea for a cast when damage taken is if you have a gem, so it says it can only support gems requiring level 42 or lower. So as long as my gem is level 42 or lower, it can be used. Once it gets above that, it won't work anymore. So, now, if you level up cast when damage taken, it'll have a higher HP threshold, but it can support higher level gems. So, for example, if you level cast when damage taken support, it will only cast the supported spells when you take a total of probably like 800 damage instead of 661. So it will cast less frequently, but it can have a higher level gem. What I want is to have low level gems, so it can cast more frequently, and then it will keep casting Immortal Call increased duration. So you need to make sure that Immortal Call and increased duration don't level above 42. I already cancelled the leveling for Immortal Call. The annoying thing is you have to wait for it to actually reach full EXP before you can like right click on the thing to say, you know, hide the leveling thing on the screen. So, okay, the boots, I want armor boots. As life, as resistance, I mean it's pretty good. We lose Dex. That's not cool. But still no movement speed. That's my biggest gripe. I mean, I'll take it. Blurry Flurry Bleach. What a name. No, not Tidal Island. Okay. We should probably get the bonus skill point quest done as well. If that's the case, we're not going to be able to do Merville in a single day. Or Act 1 in a single day, but maybe we can get halfway through it. Okay. Man, having piercing arrows is such a big deal. Just any form of AoE increases your damage by so much. That's the thing, though, in this game. Like, single target attacks aren't as important as the AoE attacks. Because if you think about it, 90% of the time you're fighting trash mobs. And even though they're trash mobs, if you have like a shitty single target damage or a single target skill that isn't good at clearing packs, it will still take you very long to clear a pack of trash mobs. So having these AoE skills is very, very important. And that's the same logic why GMP is better than LMP with Siege Ballista. Because you just get a bigger spread, which in turn means more clear speed. Okay. Just have to run around with this guy. That's the playstyle, just run around. Alright. And now we can think about really getting some HP. I might want this first. Reduce mana cost of skills with HP. But this gives us damage. Let's do this first. Take these two, go across, grab Path of the Warrior. That's probably the plan. Oh, and then we have to grab these HP nodes as well. And then grab the stun nodes. So many nodes we still have to take. Still a lot to do. So much to do in this game. Just to make one good character. Am I running out of decks? No, not just yet. We're actually gonna hit 45 soon. We're pretty close. We get a decent amount of EXP per kill, which is good. We're still leveling nicely. Now we are a little over leveled for a zone. We are level 44 and this zone level is level 41. So it means we could skip the zone a little, but obviously that's not what we're gonna do. Don't want to rush it too hard. Otherwise we end up getting cocky. And when you get cocky, that's when you die. I wish this Siege Ballistas would chain or something. That would be kind of cool. Sadly, that's probably not going to happen. Since Siege Ballista is perma-pierce, so it can't actually chain. Okay. And the ledge is 20 minutes. 20 minutes to get to the ledge. Really isn't that bad, I think. Ooh. We got Rakutiki. Not very good for our purposes. Not very good in general, actually. I don't even think anybody uses it. But, I mean, a unique isn't unique. Still good. Still good. Still happy with it. At the very least, I think there's a challenge where you have to identify uniques. Identify 100 uniques. So we're now sitting at 3. 97 more to go. Okay. Are there any challenges that we could maybe complete early on in Cruel? It looks like the answer is no. Our clear speed is still a little slow, especially against rare monsters. Gonna have to fix that. But it's really not on the docket for the foreseeable future. Or for the immediate future, not for the foreseeable future. We're gonna try and scale damage in the foreseeable future, but not in the immediate future. That's what I meant to say. Alright, what's happening? I mean, going through the ledge is pretty easy. Probably the easiest zone out of all the other zones. Honestly, there isn't really a, like, super tough Act 1 zone. I can't even think of it. Like, the prison, maybe? The prison's kind of annoying. Because you can easily get lost, but that's about as hard as it gets, right? Alright, so we don't level cast on damage taken. Level everything else. Get more HP. Nice.
Cannot do this yet.
I mean, our mana concerns doesn't seem to be as much of a problem anymore. Maybe it's because we have the mana regen node. Maybe it's because we're taking things a little slower. But things seem to be working pretty well. Oh god, gotta be careful of these Herald of the Obelisk mods. They can dish out quite a bit of damage. Goodbye, Kudoku, you beautiful beast. Alright, 23 minutes, so it took us what, like 4 minutes to get through the ledge? Seems a little long. Actually is very long. But we ended up getting a level, which is nice. Now just gotta run over to the prison. I really should take some time and look for my blink arrow and equip it. I mean, having a movement speed is just so important in this game, but that's what happens when you get lazy, I guess. Like, I want to get up that ledge, but I can't because I don't have a movement skill. Okay, our damage is really starting to suffer, I think. The heck is this? Oh, you can cast Veil Breach on here. I think I heard of this. If you cast Veil Breach on here, a hand will, or like are there more hands in the area? They're like Dark Templars, you know? Oh, I accidentally opened it. Okay, so I should run to that hand soon when I get a chance. Oh, is it opening far enough where I can touch the hand? There it is. Ashes clasped hand. Guaranteed splinters. Alright. Some decent drops. I mean, Breach League is kind of following a similar philosophy as Essence League, which was, you know, providing the users with micro goals, really. You know, having a chance to just have a Breach unique drop, or having a chance to get a Breach stone, like a very small chance to get a Breach stone. Honestly isn't as fun as, you know, collecting 2 or 3 or maybe even 5 splinters at a time and eventually hitting 100. So I really like the fact that, how's my build going so far? Not too bad. Going to switched over to Siege Ballista now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like collecting a few splinters at a time. Like I really like that idea. You know, micro goals. I'm really glad that GGG continue with that philosophy. It kind of keeps me going. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's the thing I really like about just Path of Exile in general, right? Like now that you have the Atlas, you have micro goals there too. Now, micro goals there as well, right? Because you're trying to complete everything in the Atlas. You know, a couple of maps a day, and eventually you're gonna get to whatever it is, like 109 or 104 maps completed. Like all these little things, right? Challenges, splinters, Atlas, essences. All good shit, man. All good shit. I like the direction it's going. I really do. The fawn. Oh god. That attack looks so scary, but it's actually not that strong. Like that leap slam. Herald of Ash needs leveling. It's fine. We could really go faster though.
A slave is not a man. A slave is not even
Man, that's actually the one thing that I'm quite worried about in terms of damage. Like, we won't be getting damage on the tree for a while. Hopefully we get it through the Ascendancy, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll be fine. Still doesn't compare to War Chief. Like I'm still in this stage where I'm like, I bet you so. I can bet you money that War Chief is faster. But you know what? I'm actually clearing pretty quickly now, and if I actually, you know, actively try to rush through the content, I think I could do it pretty easily. Oh, there's I want to go there. How do I go there? There's a breach. Let's do that. Let's keep this door open just in case stuff spawns. Okay. Get in here. Oh, there's a hand here. I can't get over there. Crap. Is there a hand here? Damn it, we didn't get anything. Alright. Come at me, Brutus. One thing we have to work on is getting a little bit more armor. Gotta think about that too. There are just so many upgrades coming. And you know what? That's actually one of the things I'm really excited about for this build, because unlike the previous what the heck is unlike the previous league where our damage just relied on the skills getting better, I think this league our damage is gonna scale based on our weapon. So with that in mind, you know, getting upgrades, getting armor upgrades, getting weapon upgrades, getting weapon upgrades, we're gonna see like a lot of incremental upgrades to our character, and I'm excited about that. You know, being able to see just how strong your character can potentially get over time, and just see how far you've come since the beginning of the league. That's why we play RPG and leveling games, right? Just to see how your build will turn out. So that I'm glad to be playing a build like that, versus last league where it's like, okay, let's just keep leveling up, you know, keep getting EXP, and over time our gems will get better and our damage will get better that way. And this time around, it's like the more we farm, the more currency we get, the better items we'll get. And I mean, that's the same for any character really, but it's a lot more true for a character like this. The better the DPS on your gear, the better the DPS of like your skills, right? Versus a caster character where like you might not necessarily have the greatest wand, but as long as you keep leveling, as long as you keep, you know, getting new skills, or, you know, like hitting nodes in your passive tree, like your build's just gonna get better over time. Every level on your skill gem is gonna be like a huge damage increase, versus here where I don't think the damage on or the level of your gem matters as much. Like, it still matters, but it's more about weapon DPS. God, a small hallway like this is really dangerous. Maybe try to get out here. Oh, the breach is closing. Didn't even get to kill anything. What the hell? I'm just gonna take my anger out on this rear right here. Kill him through the door. Yeah, damage is starting to become a problem. And it might be time for either a weapon upgrade. Like, I bet I could get my late game quiver right now, because I'm trying to get that stun quiver. And I looked online and it only cost the chaos, but the guy who was selling it was AFK. But I'm assuming that's sort of the price of the quiver itself. So as long as I can get my hands on it, like, there you go. That's my late game quiver. That's my best in slot gear. I'm not gonna change it. Right? So we might want to work on that stuff early. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh, silver coins. Nice. And a chaos. Still have to take the life food. There's actually there are actually a lot of HP nodes that we still have that we can potentially take, and that we will take. I'm aiming for somewhere around 190% life. 190% to 200%. that's the planned skill tree. So we have all this life here. We still have a couple nodes, like one node here, a couple nodes here, a few nodes here. Where else? There's life up here, and then there's the life over here. Those are all the life nodes we're gonna get, and I think it adds up to 192 or 212 or something like that. If you know, I actually level up to like 95 or something. And hopefully that's enough. And combined with the armor bonuses that we're gonna get, we're gonna go for really high armor. So combine all of that together, as well as the chieftain bonuses, where we get like high life regen and our armor applies to our totems and our totems taunt, like all of that stuff, hopefully will become really tanky. But I don't know, like I'm worried because the breach just seems really difficult. 1 2 3 4 1 2 4. Okay, so hopefully we're going to be survivable enough for it. I'm not sure. Has anyone fought the Breach Lords yet? Like, what's their take on it? Is it easy to do? Do you need like special kinds of mods or whatever? Like special kinds of defenses? What should I watch out for? Like, I haven't fought a single Breach Lord yet. So I'm kind of scared, you know? Don't want to die to them. Okay, so one of the challenges is to completely clear a Veil area. So let's try to do that. So full clearing this area. Now a Veil area isn't actually that large, so it should be fine. Okay, GMP, Flame Golem. Okay, let's, before we go over here, I mean that's over here is probably the boss room. Let's try and see if we have fully cleared this area yet. Like, is there anything left over here? Let's double check. I'm sure there are some mobs left. Okay, I see. Okay, now that this area is clear, let's finish it up. And you know what? I don't know if people are surprised, but I've been playing for many leagues. I've been playing for a lot of leagues, and I still haven't done any of the endgame content. Like, I've never done a tier... Oh my god. Like a tier 15 map. I've never done anything like a Siri. I've never fought a Siri before. So I think with this build this time around, we're gonna have a chance to do all of that stuff.
I cannot carry this.
And if I want to complete 36 challenges, I'm gonna have to be able to. So hopefully this build will be strong enough, and if not, we're gonna have to roll an even stronger build. But honestly, with the given the amount of time I normally play, I don't think that's too feasible. So hopefully this build will be enough, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. And if not, we're gonna give it the old college try at the very least. I'm gonna save all my silver coins until we get into Merciless, I think. Actually, no, am I? No, maybe we use it. Veil Ground Slam. Chaos Golem. Let's try to sell Veil Ground Slam. Faster attack support, Chaos Golem. Try to sell these. Okay, we got another unique. Nice. And we got a card. Now let's continue with our prison business. It's already 40 minutes, so I guess we're gonna end this episode after Brutus. By the time we finish Act 1, I'm thinking that we might actually end up like hitting level 50 or something. Which is a little insane. We're currently level 46 in a level 42 zone. I mean, we're just leveling very quickly. Right? I'm a 46 in a 42 zone. I'm a 46 in a 43 zone. I'm also a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world. Ooh, a breach in here, of all places. Class panned. Any more of those? Let's just try and keep it right in the middle, so we have as much open space as we can get. Is there anything interesting here? There's actually a lot of space here. Oh my god. These breaches start getting really big. I feel like breaches would be more fun in a party. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but you can kind of cover different areas as a party, right? So that would seem like more fun. But I can imagine how once you get into the late game, the breaches can get really hectic. Like you would get a lot of monsters around or something. Ow! Okay, remind me not to mess with Brutus. Dodge it. Okay, let's heal up. Just kind of kite Brutus around. That's sort of the strategy with this build. And I am perfectly fine with it. Like, it might seem like a like a boring build, where you just sort of throw down your totems and then let them do all your damage, but it's actually, I don't know, so far it seems like one of the more enjoyable totem builds. Like, I am adding skills that make it so that I actually have some stuff to do in between. Whether that's running around trying to avoid taking damage, or casting Frenzy to get Frenzy charges, or casting Rallying Cry to get more mana regen and damage. All of that stuff added together actually makes it a pretty enjoyable experience. Oh, this is good. Life, resistances, movement speed. Not as much life as I'd like, but who cares? We're now at max resistance, and look at our movement speed. It feels so much better now. You have no idea. Compare it. This is no movement speed. This is with movement speed. There's a big difference in movement speed. Oh my god. The game feels so much better now. This is great. Like I said before, movement speed is just so important on a character. Gotta get it. Okay. So we have completed Brutus. Next time we have to do the ship graveyard. We have to do Merville, and then we'll be in Act 2. Once we finish that, we will probably be somewhere around level 47, maybe 48. And then it would be time to do the labyrinth. Before we do any of that, we gotta do the trial, so that's gonna be a bit of a bother as well, but it has to be done. Like I mentioned before, we're gonna be playing Siege Ballista Chieftain, so our build is starting to come alive. Haven't picked up the Ascendancy yet, but we're getting there. But that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.